Hi there, welcome into Energy Upgrade Feng Shui Tips 2021. I'm Lisa Albin. I am a Feng Shui master and quantum energy alignment practitioner. And I'm so happy and proud and honored to have you here with me today, joining me in the session that I created to help not only myself, but those around me to find their center, to return to their place of alignment, so they can move forward with great intention, clarity, and ease towards the goals, towards their pie in the sky, higher than the stars goals that they have in mind. And I'm really happy to be able to serve you here today. Even if this is your first time, you can still get a lot out of this session. And I plan on continuing this into the new year. So let's start it off on the right foot. If you're new to my channel, I invite you to please like, subscribe, and turn your notification button so you know when I'm uploading new content. I try to be present each and every week here on YouTube. You can find me elsewhere. You can find me through Cloud9 Feng Shui, which is my consultancy, and you can also find me with the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui that I've co-founded with my partner in crime, Steve Kodad of the Feng Shui Cure. And you can reach out to me through any of those means. Find the link provided in my description, the bio, and you can find me there. And I invite you to ask me questions. If anything resonates with you along the way in the course of this session, please let me know. It helps me be able to show up better for you, and you'll get more out of the session. So if you haven't already, if you're new here, make sure you're fully hydrated. I like to light a candle with my intention to connect with you on the other side of this session. This session can be received, obviously I do these live as well, but this energetically can be received through a recording. Anytime that you receive it is the exact right moment for you to receive and partake in the session. Find yourself a notebook and a pen that you like to write with. When that's not going to cause you any issues, nothing is worse than a pen that doesn't work, right? I would invite you to please write down in your notebook what are your goals and any intentions that you have that you are willing to embody to move forward towards your goals. I've already consulted the ancient Yijing, which is the book of changes, to ask what is the current cosmic energy surrounding those wishing to receive an energy upgrade today, December 26th. But if you receive this tomorrow, it doesn't matter. The time is all the same. You're receiving this at the exact right time, okay? I'm just happen to be tapping in right now, December 26th, 2021, but you could find this a year later and it'll be perfect for what you need, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get me out of the way of this reading. I've consulted the ancient Yijing Book of Changes as if it is a wise friend, an oracle, in ancient wisdom. And it resulted in two hexagrams, hexagram number 49 and hexagram number 3. Talking about the energy of revolution or changing, shifting into difficult beginnings. And keep in mind, this is in regards to the goal that you wrote down in your notebook. So keep this in mind as we're talking about this, these energies right now and how they relate to you. Before we go any further, I do want to do some emotional aura work within my SRC for You program. This program has been designed by all of the best energetic healers that I could possibly know, with their protocols baked into it, loving intentions. And this software is able to surf along the positive channels of EMF. So again, we know that there's the negative aspects of energy coming from electromagnetic frequencies, but there's also, for every bad, there's a good. This is working with the positive frequencies and between myself and the intuitive discernment of the software and you. And so this is working on a much higher multiplied frequency than anything I can do with any of my, yes, sure, my spiritual dowsing is very powerful. This amplifies anything that I can do in a practical way, takes it to another level. So again, those of you who are energetically sensitive, you may be picking up on this, and those of you, we each receive energy in different ways. So at this time, if you can, both feet on the floor, hands uncrossed, body in open receiving position towards your monitor, and we are going to tap into your emotional aura field at this time using the intuitive discernment. So right now it's pulling up on a bunch of things that are coming up in our emotional aura fields. This may be something that resonates with you directly. It could be something that you picked up from a TV show, and it could be something, if you are empath and you're spending a lot of time around people at parties and bars, you could be picking up on these energies as well. What these energies do when they're imbalanced can cause permeations or tears or holes. Think of it as like Swiss cheese aura. We want to make sure that your aura field, your energies have been brought back into harmony, which will seal up these holes and tears, leaving you less open to any spiritual attacks, illnesses, anything that will slow you down on your path towards your goal. So take a look at these. Right now there's a lot of underlying issues. Makes sense to me, especially during this energy. A lot of things going on with the holidays, right? So there's a larger issue of shame about sexual acts and topics that ranks pretty highly. There's some things that we need to remove and some things that we need to add in. So there's stand up against her bully and tyranny, relegating husband to second class, failure results in job loss, needing to access learning meditation, speak your mind, say your piece. A tyrant created a mentally, physically, emotionally debilitating environment. Ashamed of the sexual body, providing myself with health, victimize the weak, and made out punishments that never deter or correct. So all of these things are going to be harmonized within all of your bodies and all of your minds as we're going to continue in talking about the energies of revolution, okay? And we'll come back to this. Very exciting. Okay. I'm going to minimize this and get back to our Yijing reading. For this current energy, really, really beautiful. Again, I know sometimes these hexagrams can sound rather ominous, but we can learn a lot from the Book of Changes. These hexagrams tell us a story of how, very ancient, thousands and thousands of years ago, how man studied nature and learned from the patterns of nature, how nature was able to persevere, the cycles of nature. All of these things can be learned from nature and then related back to our own life path journeys. Does that make sense to you? Let me know if this resonates with you. You can let me know in the comments. This is my favorite way to check in with energy. There are other ways. Working with the ancient Yijing is just one way to tap in and to be able to assess and read, allowing intuition to fill in the gaps as needed. But there's other ways too. This is my favorite way. So I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So we're talking about this energy of revolution. I love the word revolution, changing. There's a saying that the only constant in life is change. We know everything's going to change at some point, good and bad and good. I'm just getting my other books out here to consult. So we're talking about the energy of lake above and fire below. So there's this little bit of that changing, that like Tai Chi symbol I'm picturing, in flux, the good and the bad and the bad and the good. And they're really like pressing and moving and shifting and spinning. And what we're talking about here is a radical change that is at hand. And it really requires us to be correct in our motives, being prepared because we know a new situation is at hand and we want the good fortune, right? So we don't want to be hasty. This isn't a time to just jump into something because we want a shortcut. We know that change can bring conflict, and conflict is what brings us change. But this stirring of energy, it doesn't have to be negative. It can just be, we sense it, we feel it, we know a change is coming. And what the Yijing is advising is that we really, really put thoughtful consideration and evaluation into each and every step that we take, to remind us that we are bold and strong and only move forward when you feel it in your gut. that like guttural instinct that you need to make a move. You need to put something into motion. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuitive senses. It's different for everybody. A lot of people describe their gut being what tells them, like, oh, I just know it in my gut. But you might have a different sense of it. You might have something else that tells you when to make that change. Don't do it carelessly. Don't do it because someone tells you it's a shortcut. Don't do it because you watched a funnel on how to do it. Really know for yourself, because you have that experience. All the combinations of your experiences have been preparing you for what you're about to set out on. So you're about to venture out into the unknown, but you're going to be successful if you remain calm and persevere. Ask for that guidance and support and have that courage, because this new situation is going to bring good fortune, great fortune even, if you embrace it, if you allow it to unfold in the way that it needs to unfold and not force it in a way. I know change is scary and we feel like we need to put controls around things, but let it evolve, and also just have faith in yourself that you're going to make the right decisions. You know better than anyone else. It's changing quickly into the energy of difficult beginnings, because beginnings are difficult. It really requires us to use all of our senses to tap in. It's the energy of water above and thunder below. And this birth of new venture or relationship is that entry into the unknown. And you're going to feel like things are rushing upon you. Like, I'm not ready to do this. Things are coming at me so fast. And it's this chaos that you need. Like, chaos is the creative force that's going to make things happen. So while these changes lie ahead, there are changes that you can handle. Everything in all of your years of life have prepared you for what you're about to walk into. So keep in mind what you have written down on your paper. So we've done the emotional aura work. Speak this 3 times today is a recommendation. I'm going to go a step further and ask that you speak it 9 times. 9 times is a number that symbolizes completion, the completion of a cycle. It is a heavenly, very lucky number, very auspicious. It is very important when we're working with the energies of abundance and attraction. And what the SRC for you is asking that you really ingrain into all of your minds right now is money is good. I mean, think about it. What does it mean to you? Let me know in the comments. Do you have issues around money? Do you know your stuff? Are you well studied? Do you have all the experience, but for some reason money isn't flowing in? Write down money is good. Write it in cursive. Write it down 9 times. Put it on a sticky. Put it by your mirror in your bathroom, or a door that you walk by often, or on your desktop, or your desk while you're working. Write down money is good. And let me know in the comments, what does this feel like to you? Is it hard for you to say money is good? Are you tripping up on your words even? Do you have money blocks? Is money flowing to you easily? Money is something that it's out there for everyone. It's always there, but are you energetically receiving? Are you even putting out the energy to receive money? Are you even allowing people, what it all comes down to is relationships too. Are you allowing the relationships to flow in so that the money comes? Put some thought in that. Sure, it goes back to marketing. Sure, it goes back to doing the work. Sure, it goes back to, the money blocks are something that can be passed down through generations. It can be something just from our childhood. It can just be from the neighborhood we live in. These blocks that we build up around money oftentimes come back to our own self-worth. Each and every person is deserving of money, and it doesn't have to be evil, and it's not in an evil way. Allow money to flow to you easily. If this is pertaining to your goal, let me know in the comments below. Let me know how you feel around this. Give it some time to sink in, sleep on it, and let me know. Let me know if the money starts to flow in from there. I'm going to leave you today with a supercharge because this may be the last time I see you here on YouTube. I will be visible in my other groups. Let's see, I do want to do a supercharge. There we go. I will be visible in my other groups. I do have a Facebook group, High Vibe Entrepreneurial Women. If you're interested in it, you can check out the link if you fit that description, and you can hit me up there. I will be doing energy work within that group. And also, I will be hosting an open house event with my partner Steve Kodad as we're gearing up for our February 2nd, 2022 startup of our next session for Feng Shui certification training. So if you are interested in learning Feng Shui for yourself, then maybe now's the time. Maybe this is a sign. If you want to learn more, you can come to our complimentary open house. The date is to be announced. But you can find me on all the social media. My links are provided there. If you want to exchange information via email, I'll give you the date when we put it in the books. And it's complimentary. You can meet me, you can meet Steve, we can answer some of your questions, you can learn about the session coming up, you can hear success stories from some of our students, and we'd love to have you as part of the family if this is something that's interesting to you. So I'm going to charge all of you energy upgrade YouTube viewers, I'll call you. So this is like setting my intention for the energy that I'm sending. I'm going to be charging you with the energies of abundance as we're talking about this energy, patience, listening. I'm thinking into your intuition. So you know when to make the moves. These changes are coming. Opportunities will flow to you. Let's see what else. I'm going to send you some prosperity in terms of money since that came up today. Probably needed after the holidays, right? Let's also send you the energy of holistic wellness. In terms of mental and physical health, you need to be whole as you're moving towards these changes that are coming right around the corner. I can't wait to see what the new year brings. Are your goals going to be the same? Are you going to tweak them a little bit? How are you going to embody things differently? What else can I send you here? Courage. Receiving energy. Shift into that. We're talking a lot about, I'm going to send you this energy right now as we're talking about harmony, right? So thought it was important today as we wrap up the probably the last energy upgrade session, unless I get a bunch of work done and I can come back and do another session before the year's out. But I want to talk about the energy and really the responsibility of each and every one of us to live our lives in harmony. I think it's something that especially as we're talking about perseverance towards goals, a lot of people will forego harmony thinking that will help them get to their goals faster, when in fact it is harmony that allows things to flow to us better. So energetically, really evaluate the relationships that you allow in your energy. Not everyone is for you, and vice versa. That's okay. Make sure the energy of relationships that you have around you are harmonious with you, that you feel an interdependence instead of a codependence with those around you as you're moving towards your goal. That is more healthy for everyone. It will help you to move forward more freely without any weights. If you're feeling weighted down, it's time to evaluate your relationships. It's time to, in fact, even, not only just clear the clutter in your relationship, but also within your spaces. Harmony is something that we can feel harmony in terms of elements with the earthly elements of nature. So you may be a fire energy person, and do you feel your fire energy is nurtured, or do you feel like it's being doused? Do you feel like it's being put out by too much water? And this can apply to all of the energies. We have an opposing energy that is not serving our best and highest good. So really try to learn for yourself, and this is something I'd be happy to work with you on a one-on-one to delve into a little bit further. If this is something that interests you, you can check within my services, see if an energy upgrade on an individual session may be for you. Really evaluate whether your relationships are nurturing, or are they controlling you, or are they killing your energy? Are they draining you? Are they depleting you? So this is something that I'm going to ask you to do as we're working towards harmony in the new year. Also, surrounding yourself with environments that are harmonious to you, and also have a nod to nature. Does there appear to be a presence of the 5 earthly elements: fire, metal, water, wood? Do you see the 5 earthly elements, and earth as well, of course? Do you see them in your environment? Are you missing anything? Does it feel imbalanced? Do you feel it's too dark, too light? Harmony is something that if you cultivate it, it will support you back. And that's the idea. One of the ideas around Feng Shui is creating environments that will holistically support you as you move through your life journey, so that you can feel freer and better supported, and be well rested and healthy. And these are all things, if they interest you in any way, I would love to chat you up and see if you may be a good fit to join me and Steve with the Intrinsic School of Feng Shui as we're moving towards that new session starting up in February. It's been a great pleasure to have you with me this entire year. More to come in 2022. If you've enjoyed this energy upgrade session, if any of this resonated with you in terms of the energies of revolution or difficult beginnings, let me know. I would love to hear it. I hope that the energy that I've sent you has not only harmonized your emotional aura field, but has also supercharged you with those frequencies that will give you all of the energy that you need to welcome in more awe, more wonder, and more joy in your life day to day. That's my wish for you. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share with a friend who may enjoy these energy upgrade and Feng Shui tip sessions. That's it for this year. I'll see you next time. Many blessings. ×9. See ya.